Hi everybody, and this is Burke Lyle, and I am on the air, and this will be likely our third and final video of the day. I think if there's stuff we don't get to today, there'll be plenty more coming tomorrow. So here's the deal. Tom Brady is still in the free agent market, and he will not be going to the Titans. I just went at length about Ryan Tannehill. He has signed a 4-year, $118 million contract to remain with the Titans. So for now, Brady will become a free agent in about 48 hours from now. That's when I think it officially opens. So right now, the team's interested in Brady. This is a report from Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. It is the Chargers and the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and an ESPN report mentioned that Brady is nowhere close to a deal with the Patriots. So again, right now it's Monday. And about 2 weeks ago, I talked a lot about Tom Brady. I talked a lot about the teams that could be open to Tom Brady. I've heard, obviously, the Titans sweepstakes was heating up a lot last week. I think the Vegas Raiders could now very well be an option, as they'll be playing in Vegas in 2020. And also, so again, those are the teams we just mentioned right now. The Titans are off the books. I heard some talks of the 49ers. That's not happening anymore. So it looks like the three teams will be the LA Chargers, the Buccaneers, and the New England Patriots. So those are the final three, based on from what I just reported. Okay. So with Brady, here are the factors. Age is a big concern. He's going to be 43 at the start of next year. He's going to last at most, I'm going to say 2 years somewhere, maybe 3, maybe even 1. This might be the last year in the league. So again, you talk about those reports. So the Chargers quarterback situation right now. Phil Rivers is gone. I've seen in a lot of mock drafts, and I will start looking at mock drafts again. We'll have some time to spend a few minutes looking them over again today. Say the Chargers could very well be interested in Tua Tagovailoa. That, of course, is if he doesn't go to the Dolphins. If a factor like that, they could be going after like a Justin Herbert. So the Chargers' need at quarterback is definite. Do bring in Brady, and we talked about this. The LA Chargers, they have almost no fan base. If Tom Brady plays for the LA Chargers, they will bring in tickets. People will want to go see Tom Brady play. It will be a big deal in LA. They can compete with the Rams, a team that I think will be better this year than what they were last year. Right? They can beat somebody. Since they are the second team in LA in a market that doesn't care about football like they do in other markets like Pittsburgh or Dallas, New England now, popularity has exploded. Wherever. Football towns, right? Kansas City. Markets like that. So yes, this will get attention for sure. And if you put Tom Brady on the LA Chargers, you bring back a similar team. Gordon appears to be on his way out based on from what happened early in the season. I think he's gone. I don't think there's any way he comes back. I'd be very surprised if he did, right? So Tom Brady is there, and you're in the same division as a Chiefs or as a Raiders team that looked like a playoff contender for a while, and then kind of declined down the stretch. But the Raiders have made significant progress compared to what they were. You thought they might have been at the start of last season, and certainly from what they were in 2018. So they've made progress. So if you put Brady on the Chargers in this year with the 7th playoff team added, I think this increases their playoff odds. Obviously, the Chiefs are going to win the division. They just won the Super Bowl. It's going to them no matter what. So again, you have Brady versus Mahomes matchups twice a year. And maybe you can somehow compete with the Chiefs for that spot in the AFC West, right? So does Brady go to the Chargers? I think it could happen. He's from California. This would be great for the Chargers. I think it would really put them on the map. I think it would increase their fan base dramatically. It would certainly help them sell tickets for a couple of years. And then what? I think that's what it'll be like for whoever gets Tom Brady. We could have a window for a couple of years, and then what? Right? And now the Buccaneers. Here's something to think about with the Buccaneers. They have Jameis Winston. who has struggled dramatically, had some very high moments and low moments. He can throw for 5,000 yards, 30 plus touchdowns, but he gets sacked more than anybody else in the league and throws for 30 interceptions. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad moments all in one. I mean, it's just been too inconsistent. And the Bucs have given him 5 years to show something. And like with Mariota, this is not confirmed, but I think they'll be moving on from Winston. And if they do, in comes Tom Brady, who again, how can you? They had such a poor line. How can a younger, more athletic quarterback like Winston handle pass rush? How will Brady handle, say, if the line continues to struggle, say, getting hit a lot and sacked a lot? How does Brady handle stuff like that, right? To then, the defense was terrible last year. How does the defense work out? So what do you do? So again, Brady's going to obviously commit a lot less turnovers than Jameis Winston is. He is very careful with the ball. He has a very low turnover percentage, right? So you bring in someone like Brady, and yes, you think about the state of the Panthers, the state of the Falcons, I don't know. And with the extra wild card, I think they can become a playoff-type contender with Tom Brady and, again, Tampa Bay. I don't know how big of a football town they are. They've had a lot of down years. They've not made it to the playoffs since 2007. That is 12 consecutive years out of the playoffs. And they've been fairly close a few times. Maybe they would have benefited from that 7th seed. So with that 7th seed, they can make it to the playoffs. And for a few years, like with LA Chargers, maybe something clicks. And you are a playoff team. And you do make it to the playoffs. And this could be a really good time for the Buccaneers franchise. Again, wherever Brady goes, certainly if it's Tampa or LA, it's going to make the Bucs franchise a lot more popular. And yes, they can be a playoff team. For sure. And it'll be interesting to see the figures. And now, last, of course, the Patriots. So as of right now, this is from an ESPN report. The Patriots are not close to a deal with Tom Brady. This is from what I've last heard. Now, tonight or whatever, this could change. This could change tomorrow. We'll know more on Wednesday. So the question is, does he come back to New England? And for the Patriots, I think for the first time, and like I said, after 2016 or really after 2017, they're wondering, is this it? What are they going to be like next year? They win the Super Bowl. Brady comes back again. I think for the first time, and really for the first time, I'm really starting to wonder, number one, is the Patriots dynasty over? Like, regardless of, even if Brady lasts 1 or 2 more years in New England, yeah, you obviously have to go with a new quarterback. And who is their new quarterback? How good is Jarrett Stidham down the road, or whoever their new quarterback is? Whether they go with one in the draft or whether, I don't know. I mean, so that's something they really have to think about for the first time in so many years. I mean, this has been on their mind really since Jimmy G came in. And everybody thought, Belichick certainly thought that it would be Jimmy G who would be the quarterback of the future, but that never became the case, right? So there you go. So again, does Brady come back? That's an interesting thing. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's actually the most likely thing that happens. I think that is the most likely. So, okay, so let's go for a minute and rank the top 3 choices from 1, 2, and 3. So this is just a guessing game. And people on YouTube can give their thoughts as well. But if I had to guess, I would say I think the Patriots are the most likely. And then I'd say Chargers, or no, I'm going to say Bucks, then Chargers. Since we think again, so let's go through all 3 teams and take them away. Of most talented and least talented. You take away Tom Brady, and Brady has to choose based on talent. I think the Bucks are the least talented. I think the Chargers are number 2. Since the Chargers, again, coming into last year, I think they had a lot of injuries. But again, I think they are a talented team. So if Brady signs with them, I think they can potentially compete for the NFC or AFC West. And then obviously the Patriots, they look like one of the most talented teams. They look very talented at times last year, and I think they still are. But what happened down the stretch? They did not play well down the stretch. They found a way to lose their first round bye, and then the ultimate ends up losing in the first round of the playoffs. So again, how much better will Brady be in 2020 than 2019? We don't know. And this may be as good as Brady can be, kind of in the twilight of his career. His career's almost over. He's only going to play 1 or 2 more years. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he retired after this year. I mean, again, he is doing something that nobody's ever done. He played in 2 Super Bowls in his 40s and won a Super Bowl at age 41. It's remarkable. But again, I think even Tom Brady cannot dominate into his mid-40s. I just don't think that's going to happen. So again, I think the most likely decision will ultimately end up being the Patriots. I think he will be back in New England next year. I think he will play with the Patriots. But again, over the next 48 hours, and again, this is seriously the first time ever I think we've really thought about of Tom Brady actually leaving the Patriots. And a lot's going to happen over the next 48 hours or so. I'm interested to see what happens with Tom Brady and what happens, and wherever Brady goes, I will try to report on it. I will try to make a video on it. I will be monitoring the situation closely over the next 48 hours. I'm interested to see what happens, since again, this is one of the most interesting NFL free agent decisions we've had in a long time. Since again, with quarterbacks, especially younger quarterbacks, they never really get to free agency. They get massive extensions time and time again. This has happened with Aaron Rodgers, happened with Drew Brees. If Tom Brady has played, he has been friendly with the team. He has taken less money. I mean, again, think about the current quarterback market. He does not make as much money as other quarterbacks do. So again, does Brady finally cash in and make a lot of money? The Patriots will have to pay him a lot to stay. So again, Bill Belichick has a very big decision to make right now. And we will await the decision of Tom Brady. So until then, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And wherever Brady goes, I think that team will be a playoff team. Very likely will be. And we'll see what happens and how much left does Brady have. Can Brady win another Super Bowl in New England? Probably not. He's won 6 already. I think the Patriots are not as good as, say, someone like the Chiefs or the Ravens. I think they're now trying to chase other teams than, say, teams chasing them. So we will see. Obviously, we don't know. But I'm excited to find out. So again, I've done 3 NFL videos today as we're wrapping up this video. I kind of made a quick video earlier today. All of them will be up on YouTube very soon. Certainly hopefully within the next hour, everything's on YouTube and public and ready to go. But again, these stories right now are probably the best sports news I'm going to get for a very long time. Since again, I just want to review. No Major League Baseball until May. No NBA until June. That's what it seems like right now. And then NHL, probably the same thing. March Madness done. So for now, there's going to be very little sports to talk about. So obviously, what is going on right now is clearly the best news we're going to get. Since again, other than what we can talk about, say tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know. I don't know what there will be to talk about next week. I don't know what there will be to talk about the week after that. I really don't know. So again, I really enjoyed making these videos today. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And I hope you, as an audience, enjoy all these videos as much as I do. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will see you next time. As tomorrow, there will be more free agency news to talk about.